Feel free to try some.
Hey Fruit Bats, welcome to another episode. So you want another video on Blogilates. A lot of you have been sending me questions, comments, asks on Tumblr about doing a video on Blogilates on Cassey. And I'm like, what the heck? I've done 500 videos on Cassey already. What's going on? So I read this anonymous ask. It says, Freely, I know you just did a video on Blogilates, but Cassey just put up another video talking about her restrictive dieting. You were so right. She only ate 1,000 calories, did 4 hours of workout a day, obsessed over her food choices, and when you made that video about her weight gain, she was gaining it all back from this crazy yo-yo diet of 4 vegetables and some egg whites. This girl needs to cut the fuck up. I hope she transitions this year. So I was like, wow, this video is it sounds very, very interesting, and I had a whole lot of other comments about it, so I had to go check it out, didn't I? I haven't actually watched the video. I started to watch a video. I wanted to watch it with you. I'm surprised. Not that, she's on the gain. She's gaining weight after calorie restricting and that she's having 1,000 calories. Because in that video, I said she was having 1,600 because that's what she presented on her video. And I worked it out to be around 1,600. And that was starving herself. And I got so much shit for that video. So much shit. And yes, I was right, because I've been through it myself. I've helped thousands of girls who have been through a similar experience. This ain't my first rodeo. I wish there was a different, little analogy, a different little saying to that, but this isn't the first time that I've been through this kind of thing, hey? So, all right, let's go and watch the video and see what Cassey says.
Why do I know that? Because today in this video, I want to share with you something that I've been really ashamed of, and I didn't want to tell you for a really long time, in fact, for 3 years, because I didn't want to admit to myself that I had a problem. And this is going to be a very emotional, I think, video, and I've never talked about it publicly, and like I said, I've refrained from doing that because I feel like it could be controversial. It could be, a lot of people could judge me for it, but you know what?
Hey, everybody's judging everybody. You're judging me, I'm judging you. If I could see you, I'd be judging you too. It's just how it goes. People judge. It's just human nature. It's okay. Don't allow judgment to stop you living your life and being yourself and putting, your honest self out there, because people are going to judge you anyway. There's always going to be someone, okay? We're all judging. Let's just do it.
I want to be super honest with you because I think that if you listen to this video and you see what I went through, you can save yourself from a lot of trouble. I don't know if you guys remember, but 3 years ago, I was in a bikini competition, and though that was a very exciting and rewarding part of my life, it was one of the most terrible times of my life because it actually spiraled me into a type of an eating disorder.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
It was 2012, and I had just moved back from Boston to the Bay Area, and I just quit my job, and I felt like I needed a revival, and I wanted to be a new person. I was really getting into reading a bunch of blogs about bikini competitions and stuff, and I was like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. So I signed up for a bikini competition that was going to be in 8 weeks, and the type of Cassey that I evolved into during that time, I wouldn't say I was really proud of it, and I also wouldn't say that I'm very proud of the way that I achieved the body that I had at the end, because it definitely wasn't sustainable, and it brought me through a roller coaster of emotions inside and physical changes outside that I really wasn't prepared for. In those 8 weeks, my personal trainer had me work out for 4 hours a day. It was 3 hours in the morning with him and 1 hour at home by myself where I would have to do cardio. Now, one would think, how do you have time to do that? Well, as you know, I am a very obedient child and really great student. So when somebody tells you that if I want something and this is what you need to do, well, I'm just going to do it. And I knew that this was only going to be 8 weeks. So I said, Cassey, let's go all in. He's a professional. He's done it before. He knows what he's doing with my body, probably better than I do, which that was a mistake. So I gave it my everything and I trusted. Now, I really did enjoy getting stronger, but at the same time, I wasn't eating that much. And I think this part is going to really upset you because you would think Cassey would know better. During that time, I had close to 1,000 calories every single day for those 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there you go. She was starving herself, and I've been there myself. I was having 1,000, 1,200 calories a day. I was training for a fitness competition. I was working out hours a day, and I was starting to get results. And people were like, "Oh, you're starting to look good." And, what are you doing? And people giving me a lot of praise for it. So I would just eat less and less and less. So I'm not surprised that she was eating that little. It's very, very standard for, these trainers to put people on these drastic diets to get these fast results, which don't last, of course, and drive you a bit crazy. But I'm glad she was honest about that. That's awesome.
And I was cloudy in my head. I could barely think. And all I really worried about was how close I could get to getting those abs. And I was so vanity focused during this time. It was weird. I was like a different Cassey. In fact, the people who knew me, during that time, family, friends were really close, so that I was really cranky, and I was mean, and I would snap at them. And you guys know me, I'm not like that. I'm like really happy all the time.
See, that's another thing. When you're carb deficient and, of course, like calorie deficient, you're going to become snappy. It's just you're not being your true self because every cell in the body, the brain runs on glucose, so you got to get that fuel in to feel normal. It's fuel, okay? And if you want your brain to work, to function correctly, then you have to feed it correctly. You have to give enough carbohydrates or you're going to be cranky fucking bitch, okay? And I've experienced, I'm sure a lot of you have experienced it, just, keep the carbs up.
So the super strict diet and super strict workout regimen really put me in a different state. I can count the amount of things that I was able to have on my hands right here. I was able to have chicken breasts, egg whites, protein powder, broccoli, lettuce, and tilapia. And if I wanted any flavor, I was allowed to have a squeeze of lemon. Every time I would come in before a workout, he'd actually put me on the scale. Yep. In fact, right now, I don't really even step on the scale anymore because it terrifies me so much. And every time I stepped on that scale, it was like Judgment Day. And if I didn't drop like a couple ounces every single day, that means I didn't work out hard enough.
Oh, a couple of ounces. Oh, God. So crazy. It's like the female body in particular has hormonal variances, variations which are not like a male, and we store fluid and we lose fluid, very quickly. So you might jump on the scales one morning and you might be 100 grams, you might be a kilo heavier just because of fluid or because you haven't had a dump. You've had a big meal and you haven't had a dump yet. Like there's so many reasons that the scale is. Just don't get on it, okay? Just forget about the scales altogether. It is a waste of your time. It's just going to make you crazy.
I must have cheated and ate something bad. Now, I know the whole thing sounds super terrible, and you're like, Cassey, you're so much smarter than that. Why did you keep going? But there was something about attaining this goal that I really just wanted to do. Because never in my life have I ever had like flat abs and a six-pack. Like I'm not born with that. I don't have it. And if I want to lose weight, I have to work out super extra hard and I have to eat super extra clean compared to everybody else throughout this whole...
No. That's not true. Cassey, you just have to try high-carb vegan, like a raw till forward lifestyle and actually do it long enough to get the results. You don't have some genetics where you have to work out heaps harder or eat heaps cleaner than anyone else. No, we all have a similar body type. Like humans are a particular species. We thrive on a particular diet and lifestyle. We all do. But the problem is we have, moved so far away from our correct diet and lifestyle that we're getting all these results which are saying to us, hey, you got to go back to how you meant to eat. how your species is meant to eat, and that's high carbohydrate, and that's vegan plant foods, and that's when you get the results. Everybody does long term. It happens to everybody, but not everybody is willing to stay in it long enough to make it happen.
Process, I'm not going to deny, I started falling in love with the way that my body looked. I really liked seeing those lines come in, and as I started to post these pictures onto my blog, I got so many comments saying, wow, you look amazing, how did you do it, it's so inspirational, and it really urged me to keep going harder. Looking back now,
yeah, see, that's really dangerous too, because like I was saying before, I was getting those compliments too. People were like, oh my god, look at you look amazing, like, what are you doing? And I was getting so much praise, but I was doing so many bad things to my body. I was taking drugs, I was starving myself, doing what Cassey is doing as well, exercising like crazy. So you've really got to, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, because you're starting to like the way you're looking, but you're getting there a bad way, and it's not sustainable. So you've got to keep your head on straight.
Know how vain and superficial I was. The last day before my competition, he wanted me to do 45 minutes of cardio. He wanted me to stay in the sauna for at least an hour. He wanted me to take diuretic pills to pee all the water out of my body. And finally, he wanted me to only drink 8 ounces of water the entire day.
So, yeah, that is a terrible amount of what that's like, dehydration city. So I'm going to stop it there. You can get the gist of it. You can watch the rest of the video on her channel. And I'm really proud of Cassey for like stepping up and being so honest about this. When I made that video a while back, she blocked me over it, and a lot of people abused me. So much hate, so many dislikes on that video. But if you go back and look at that video, it's just purely me trying to help and raise awareness, and to, like Cassey's doing now, she's trying to raise awareness and help girls not go down that path. And that's exactly what I was trying to do with her video. But the way that people receive it is not always how it's, how I intended it to come across, and I can't control that. She was just a bit defensive because she knew that I was right. But I'm really proud of Cassey for, being honest about it and putting out her story. So good on you, Cassey. The next step is to go vegan. Can you see, like, Cassey is making like so much progress lately this year. She's made these vegan recipes. She's made a few other, positive videos talking about how carbs are good finally, when she used to demonize them. So I can really see her coming onto the vegan lifestyle. So Cassey, let me know if you need any help. I'm here to help you. And the Raw Till 4 ebook is going to be like a Bible to you. Like, it's going to help so much if you grab that. Alright, so that's my video for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos. Let me know if you want me to make it about any other people, so we can help change this world, okay? So we can help the women in particular of this world to get off these fucking diets, get onto an abundant, high-carb vegan lifestyle, and start actually enjoying, living, enjoying eating, enjoying life. Alright, so don't forget to go fruit or root yourself, and I'll see you soon.